What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. Who cares about this? Who's coming to watch this? Who is this show made for? Is this show made for anybody that you rock with, that you know? Is anybody you know going to be checking for this? Aside from YouTubers, all right? I think only YouTubers and some of the hardest of hardcore Disney Star Wars shills will be watching the Skeleton Crew. It drops tomorrow. The 2-episode series premiere is coming to Disney Plus. And look, this automatically tells you these cats is wrong-headed when it comes to this entire franchise. Why would you put Skull and Crossbones, even though it is pirates and we understand that? Skull and Crossbones, you know, even with like some mechanical shit, it's not associated with Star Wars pirates, all right? That's Disney Star Wars pirates, perhaps, but not Star Wars pirates. So automatically, this thing is just getting off to the wrong start for me. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it, man. But yeah, a lot of people are hyped up, okay? You're going to see all of the Star Wars shill sites, Skeleton Crew tomorrow. Like, everybody's going to be pumped up, ready for it. And again, man, maybe some people will, and God bless them. If they want this type of Star Wars, hey, they got it. Okay, but I think for the vast majority of people that used to like Star Wars, but have completely dipped out, they're no longer rocking with the franchise, they don't want this. They don't want to watch this type of stuff, and it doesn't feel like Star Wars. That's probably the main problem with this. You know, it's like, okay, kids on an adventure, getting chased by pirates. Okay, we can buy all of that stuff. Maybe set it in the Star Wars universe. Let's see what you got. But what did they give us, man? They gave us this nonsense. Now, look, this is a clip from Skeleton Crew. I think it just dropped a couple of days. Yeah, 2 days ago, okay? 2 days ago. This is an official clip from the show, all right? You stop me when there's some Star Wars shit in this, all right? I'm going to go ahead and play it, and you tell me when some Star Wars shows up.
No! Wait! Stop the trap! I overslept! You can make it! I'm gonna take a shortcut! A what? A shortcut!
Look, I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but I mean, like, where's the Star Wars in this, right? Where's the Star Wars in this? If you just keep kind of like pushing along, it's just like a kid on like a little hover bike or whatever. But this could be like Earth, 2135, a series that takes place in that time, with the bus and with the aliens and all that kind of stuff. Where is the Star Wars here? That's the problem that you have with Star Wars, with Disney Star Wars. These cats don't seem to understand the franchise, okay? Then you get to this little school setting or whatever, and there's supposed to be some comedy going on here.
On your own desk until assessment is complete. If you skip a section, you will not be able to repeat it. No unauthorized data pads or comlinks are allowed during any of the testing sections. If you must use the refresher, remain seated and utilize your desk controls. If you finish a section early, we'll assign you for the next section to begin.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that just doesn't say, oh, yeah, Star Wars all day, okay? I recognize it. It's just like Luke Skywalker was right here with us, It's just like, to me, man, the whole thing just doesn't feel authentic to the franchise. And this is the problem Lucasfilm has been having forever and a day, is that they don't know the fandom and they don't know the franchise. It's like, understand why did people rock with Star Wars in the first place? Understand that first, and then understand what your fans want from you, and then you can move forward. Again, all of this stuff, it's just falling on deaf ears. Nobody's going to care. I'll be really, really, really interested to see what the reactions are, what the initial viewership is looking like, on the first day. They'll probably have that information out on one of their, subsidiaries, all right? If it's even decent, they'll put something out saying, 5 million people watch Skeleton Crew the first day or whatever. But ultimately, I just don't think people are going to care about this. I don't think this thing moves the needle whatsoever. Folks are saying, I hope this is good. Yeah, hope. All right. It's a whole lot of hope, man. The rebellions are built on hope, but I don't think this is going to be good at all. All right. But again, I give things a shot. So we'll see what's up. The pure joy this show is about to be. So Chopper, look, Chopper. Yeah, I wonder how this guy is going to feel about it, right? This guy got an account called Chopper. Yeah. Let's see. C-Mac, I will be watching it. Man, I'm not hyped for it. I'll pirate this one later on. Yeah, so Bookworm Publishing ain't feeling it. Okay, let's see. One Small Step is clapping it up. X-Polls, nobody is interested. I'm right there with you, man. I don't think people are interested in this. I really don't. All right. And this guy puts his whole thing. I don't care. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't care, man. I think a lot of people are just going to check out and I ain't even going to watch it. You know, if it gets good word of mouth, if it gets really good word of mouth, and I'm not talking about Rotten Tomatoes and all of that other crap. I'm talking about like people, individuals going to their friends and saying, yo, you need to check out Skeleton Crew, homie. That show is great. You need to go and check that out. That's what happened with the Penguin. People weren't checking for the Penguin from the giddy up, but then over time it built up. And people started watching the Penguin, and then it just exploded. And I mean, everybody was talking about it at the finale. So is the Skeleton Crew going to get some of that same love? I don't think so. The time has come. Please be worth it. Wouldn't have been concerned if only Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau directed it. I mean, honestly, if Dave Filoni was involved in it at all, I think it was mostly Jon Favreau who was the producer. Dave Filoni maybe, you know, talked about it a little bit, but it's mostly John Watts and his directors, you know. And John Watts, you know, say what you will about him, you know, the 3 Spider-Man movies he did for the MCU were solid. You know, I can't take that away from him. Solid movies all the way across. I didn't really like Far From Home as much as the other 2, but, you know, still good job, you know. But yeah, Jon Favreau, I believe he's been on set. He was on set almost every damn day because he was also doing work with The Mandalorian and then Mando and Grogu. So he has always been on set while they were shooting this. So they've been able to bounce stuff off of him. We'll have to see, you know. He better be a great character with all this build-up. Look, I don't think there's any chance in the world we're going to get amazing characters out of this, but we'll have to see. All right. My parents and I are excited. I mean, again, there are some people that are definitely excited over here on Star Wars stuff. You know, they're pumped up. Star Wars timeline fan reactions are incoming. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it, man. We are going to be talking about this for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. As this thing unfolds, we are going to be discussing Skeleton Crew. What did this do for the Star Wars franchise? That's the question I have, okay? That's the question that I have. Yeah, and then we saw this article on Forbes talking about the Skeleton Crew trailer. And then down here, right here, it says that Skeleton Crew cost about $136 million, which is crazy, all right? Even this guy says, yeah, that seems pretty insane. That's about $100 million too much based on what we've seen so far. And you guys already know how Disney, Star Wars, and Lucasfilm math goes. These cats can't add anyway. So we're going to find out, this 136 million, yeah, it's probably 236 million. I mean, it's probably like some ridiculous amount of money. Too crazy, man. Too crazy. Anyway, I just think that this is going to be a real interesting situation when we're talking about Star Wars brand. What is this going to do for the brand of Star Wars? You know, trying to, you know, capture the 80s magic. You know, like Stranger Things got away with that, but Stranger Things did its own thing. It created its own universe with that. It took a little bit of the 80s tone and themes and motifs, but it then spun it into its own universe and its own thing, and it worked out fine, you know, for a couple of seasons anyway, you know, before in my opinion, it started falling off. But nevertheless, it was doing its own thing. I don't think trying to capitalize on my generation is going to work for Star Wars. You know, you guys are already pissed off folks, okay? That ship has absolutely sailed. And the reason for that is because you're making crap like the Skeleton Crew, right? That doesn't feel authentic to the franchise itself. So Star Wars has to start inviting new fans into the fan base. Will Skeleton Crew do that? Who knows, all right? But we'll see. Anyway, you guys, let me know what y'all think. Are y'all going to tune in tomorrow for the Skeleton Crew for the 2-episode premiere? Again, I'll be doing some live reactions on Echo Base and on my channel on the Nightcap. You guys let me know what y'all think about this. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.